Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the BOOX Air4 C. This is an e-reader, it's a note taker, it's an organizer, it's a day planner. It's basically everything that you would need if you're looking to have a distractive-free experience when it comes to taking notes, getting your life organized, and if you love to read in direct sunlight, well, this is the thing for you. Let's check it out. Now, the BOOX Air4 C is packed with capabilities, but before we look at all the features, I wanted to highlight who is this for, because as you look at this, and you can see this is an e-reader that basically has color. It also has a pen and has a lot of other features that make it more than just an e-reader. Makes it a phenomenal student device, business device, or even if you're running a small business, this is a great device for you as well when it comes to having a distraction-free experience. Now, keep in mind that you could also check out many of the boxes. You could be someone who's a business professional and also goes to school at night. You could be a business professional that goes to school at night and also loves to read. All those can fit here. And this device is really about giving you that experience, that distraction-free, but still helping you stay organized. Now, the actual screen itself, this is a 10.3-inch Kaleido 3 screen. 4,096 possible colors can come out of this. And as you look at this, I just want to highlight the screen is actually off. This is not on in any way. And you're getting this type of color. And that's the thing about e-ink displays. Now, the other thing about this is that this is a lit solution. So as you're using this at night, let's say like many of us, you may be sitting in bed before you go to sleep and you want to look over your calendar, or you want to take a look at some notes, or you're preparing for a presentation or meeting the next day and you just want to review something, you could do this with no light or low light. If you are outside in direct sunlight, the type of technology here, you can see this. I see so many people when we go on vacation basically have what I would call the towel tent, because they're covering their head so that they can look at their iPad because they can't see the screen, or their phone. That is not the case with this. This is going to be able to be viewed in direct sunlight, which also makes it a game changer when it comes to accessibility. And again, if you're an avid reader and you want to read a book in direct sunlight, this is going to work too. So this, again, has a lot of capabilities that overcome a lot of the challenges that you have with traditional digital devices. Resolution, by the way, it's 2460 by, or 2480 actually, by 1860 and 300 pixels per inch. So that is, really good resolution there. From a color perspective, because it has two resolutions, 1240 by 930, 150 pixels per inch. And then it basically has the ability to work with touch, so you can actually touch the screen. And it also will function with the stylus, which you're going to see here. Now, from a CPU perspective, this device here has a respectable processor for what it does. I'd say it's probably overpowered for what it does. This thing has an octa-core processor, 8 gig of RAM, 64 gig of ROM. And I'm just thinking about it, this is super powerful, again, for something that's a reader. But your experience with this is also very smooth, which I really appreciate having the power behind this. Now, from a connectivity perspective, you're looking at Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1. We talked about the fact that this has a front light, or has lighting for nighttime viewing, basically, and that is a color tone that is considered warm or cold. So it's not going to be something that's going to bother your eyes. It has a G sensor as well for auto rotation. It is running Android 13, which is also really good. And then it basically can support a wide variety of formats. We're not going to go over all the formats as you can see here, but let's just say if you want to be able to put something business-wise, PDF, EPUB, doc, whatever type of doc base, you're going to be able to do this, right? Even PowerPoints, HTML, there's just so many different, I would say, device formats or document formats that you can put on. You can also look at images. You could also listen. It does have speakers, so if you're listening, let's say, to an audiobook, you can do that as well. And by the way, it does have you can use this as a recorder as well. I love recording my meetings as I'm taking notes. It helps me with my recall and also helps me with remembering. And that's something that you could do here as well. And you can see from an audio format perspective, you have WAV and MP3 as options that you can use as well. Now, this does have, and you're going to see this when we look at the actual device itself, it does have a power button that has fingerprint recognition. So you think about this, it kind of leads into what I would call the business framework because of the fingerprint security. So, because let's think about it, who would fingerprint lock a book reader, right? And this is because it does much more. So you have that fingerprint reader capability there. USB-C support, which I love, so it's not proprietary, and it does support OTG. And what you could do is use that USB-C as an audio jack as well. So if you have an audio jack converter, USB-C to audio, you could do that as well, which means if you want to go wired, you could do that. Now, this is where this device really stands apart from other devices. It has a micro SD card slot, right, which allows you to expand and put a whole bunch of content if you want on here. 2 speakers, right, built dual speakers. It has a built-in microphone, which records really well, right? And the one thing I wanted to mention is that this tablet or e-reader does have AI as well. So the AI does conversion for you, does not just conversion of the audio to text, but it takes your handwritten notes and it also converts it to editable text as well. 3,700 milliamp hour battery, and it just weighs 14 ounces. Pretty light, right? So let's take a closer look so you can see why this is such a cool device. And this is going to be something that I think many of you are going to pick up. Again, college students, this is a great gift to starting them into college. And if you're a business professional or someone who wants a small business, I use these quite often. You're going to see some of the notes that I've been taking on this, especially when I'm doing material testing on lasers, that this comes in really handy. Let's check it out. Now in the box, you're going to receive several included accessories. And in my case, I have one extra one, which I would recommend you pick up. And that is going to be the BOOX cover, which we'll see in a second. But inside the box, you're going to have a USB-C cable. So you can see that right here. So that's going to give you, again, the ability to go from USB-A to USB-C for charging. And also, if you're going to be doing any kind of data movement, you do have a SIM ejector, or in this case, the memory card ejector, right? And then what you have here is a pen. And this pen, I would say out of everything, and I'll start out with saying this, and you notice that I've been using one of my other pens, not the pen that this comes with. I'd say that of everything in this experience, probably this is the one that I would say is the less high-end version of all the things that are there. I would have liked to see a pen that was a little bit more high-end, given the overall experience. And you'll see what I mean by that when I get here. But I found that many of the pens within the BOOX line are similar to this. So you notice plastic, you have your tip here, this little cover that was covering it. And then when we look at the tablet, you'll notice that the tablet is metal. It feels premium. I just wish the pen actually fit this. Maybe, I don't know. It's just something that I would recommend they do. Now the actual tablet itself, or the e-reader itself, you'll notice that it's a little bit wider. Again, it's a 10.3 tablet, but this really has the standard look for many of the BOOX products. You have now, if I were to power this up, or let me show you right here, this is basically your power button and it's your fingerprint reader. And then when you power it up, you'll notice that it does light up. So if I am outside in direct sunlight, this is incredibly legible. Very, very legible. There's no, again, towel tent going on here. And what you have then here is a very graphical interface with, I'm not going to call it high resolution color. Like it's the reds aren't oversaturated, the greens aren't green, the yellows aren't yellow, but you could see color. And you can see of here on these two documents, you could see the color that is present. And that's the cool thing about this technology. But the cool thing, again, about this, it's not just the fact that this is color, but the fact is that this could be viewed in direct sunlight. And you'll see a couple shots of that shortly. Now, you have the full Android marketplace, and you have notes, which is what we're going to look at right here. So I'm going to open this up and look at one of my notes. And you'll notice what my notes look like. And let me put it on the primary so you can see what that looks like right there. If I get a little bit closer, you can see my scribble. And literally that was scribble. But what I have going on here is notes that I took about this machine. And remember, I just unboxed this. I literally just now unwrapped it. So there's no charging, but notice as soon as I write on it, it responds because it doesn't require any charging, which is also nice. With Apple, for example, you have to charge their pen. So here you have your really core capability. Outside of reading, it's note-taking. So here I basically wrote my pros and cons of the solution. First of all, I said, hey, you know what, color display. The refresh is fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and go back for a second. So I'm going to tap right here, watch, and I'm going to hit back. And the actual, you notice that kind of flicker, that's pretty standard when it comes to ebooks. But that refresh rate is actually really, really good. The fact how fast it did it. I'm going to go back here really quick so you can see it. So we're back into my notes. I can also, it does have some swipe features. So you notice how I swiped out. Let me go back again. So it opens up the note, going to swipe to get out. That is really good, that high type of performance. We'll go back to my notes. And from a note perspective, if I'm using this, I could actually record things. So I could actually record meetings that are taking place, or I can physically take notes. And you notice that this is a specific writing note template that is used and very popular in business, and it could be used also in college as well. But I want to show you how responsive this is. I'm going to start from the side and start moving my pen. And you can see how it's writing at the same time, right? If I want to get rid of this, I can do something like this. I can also use the erase button. If I, let's say, want to draw a circle, I just go in a circle, and if I hold and I remove it, all of a sudden I have a perfect circle. Who would have known that I can draw a perfect circle? I didn't, that's for sure. If I want to do the same thing for a triangle, let's go over here and we'll drive a triangle, and I hold it, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to kind of clean up my lines to give me the best looking triangle based on the shape that I've defined. So lots of note capabilities. The writing, I'm going to show you how the writing works so that you can get a better appreciation. So I'm going to do, I love ebooks, or ebook, do that, readers, and more. And you can see how responsive that was. You have all these controls on the side, which we're not going to go through all of them, but we'll talk a little bit about the AI feature. When you tap on AI, there's a couple things you can do. I can actually have all these notes converted to text if I wanted to, and it works really well. I could also then work with selected text. I can work with shapes. This is the one area I would say I'd like to see something different. I've experienced other devices where the AI seems to be tighter integrated in the actual writing experience and just in the tablet itself. But I will say that the use of AI in this platform is actually really good when I compare it to other brands that are doing the same thing. I just know that there's some brands that are doing a little bit more with AI. Now, if we go out of this, which I'm just going to swipe up, you'll notice, and we're going to go into the Play Store, you can actually see a lot of different content here. You can see all the content that you would expect on your phone if you're an Android user here as well. And it's nice that they have the Play Store available. Some brands actually don't. Now, I've installed several different features or applications from the Google Play Store. I just wanted to answer the question because I get this a lot. Can you watch YouTube on this device? The answer is yes. Would you watch YouTube on this device? Not my choice, but you can. Let's just go into it so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so here at my channel, and let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to choose a video so that we can see one of the videos, and you can see some of the latency that comes with using e-ink devices. Because they're not like standard devices, but what that also translates to is fantastic battery life. I'm going to choose this one right here, which was a recent one we just did, posted this. So look at how the screen is changing. Right? So it's moving pretty well. Let me put this in an angle so I can see it myself. But what you're seeing is that the colors seem to be muted, and that's because the e-ink display is not capable, because of the frame rate and because obviously this is a video, to go through, and let's just go back for a second, to go through and keep up with all the changes that are going on. But I can hear this. It's easy to hear, especially even if I have a headset on or something plugged in, and I can stream a full video. But is that something you would? Just because you can, would you? I probably wouldn't do this. Now, on the other hand, if I'm doing research, you'll notice that thumbnail, that's easy to understand what that is based on these colors. This other thumbnail that has to do with the Fold and Flip 7, hey, you know what? I can see that. And I can look at these other items as well. All these things are easily to interpret. Now, the cool thing about the color tablet is that not only, or the color e-reader, is that not only is it showing context in color, but if you're taking notes and you're working in a book, PDF, you can actually use virtual highlighters to highlight the content. You can sync this with the book application. So you can drop things on your phone and they'll sync here. You can drop things here in a specific area and it'll sync to your phone or your laptop or tablet. So you can move documents across this very easily. Now, if you don't want to use their book or their note-taking application, you could use, for example, OneNote. So OneNote is available as well. And the beauty of using OneNote on this device is that you can actually synchronize it across all your devices. So if I have OneNote on my Windows machine, my Mac machine, or if I have it on my phone, any note that I have here is going to be available everywhere. And that's something I actually like. So if you wanted to use OneNote, you could as well, as opposed to using the book note-taking application. Now, for those of you who are curious about what the note-taking experience is when using OneNote, let me just start to draw here for a second. So I'm going to say this is a test. Now, what you'll notice is that as I'm writing, my content is here, so that's not a problem. And if I want, and I'm taking advantage of all the controls that you have here. So I'm right now using the pen. I could also use a highlighter. I can use any of the features that are here part of OneNote. And once again, the power of this is that it's going to synchronize across everything else. So this is a test, and I can say I can sync all my content. Look how nice this is. Across all devices. Right? And if I wanted to use any of these special features, like to highlight something, I can, again, use any of the capabilities there. Now, I'm going to put this in an angle. It's kind of hard to read now, right? And again, this is the limitation of the level of colors that you can get, but you can see that was a yellow highlighter, what the yellow would look like, and then how there's still text behind it. Now, from an AI perspective, it does have AI, and part of your login process is to log in either with your email or phone number. My phone number is actually bound to this right now. And what you could do is you can use this AI assistant for reading, for doing research, for, again, updating some of the content that you have in there. Very similar to like ChatGPT. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's using some of the models from ChatGPT to do this, but AI is there, and this is a separate application. Now, just like any other smart device, it does have a calendar format, and you can see calendar is pretty straightforward, combining both calendar entries as well as the ability to take notes. You could put to-dos, you can put, similar things. Anything that you can do pretty much on a standard calendar, you could do here as well. Now, if you wanted to browse the web, guess what? Even though you can install your own Chrome through the Play Store, it does have a browser as well, and you can see what it looks like here. Now, for browsing the internet, I find that this is adequate. It works fine because it's text, right? And guess what? E-readers do text really well. It has the ability to also look at graphics or pictures, and because it's color-based, you're going to get better quality than having a grayscale tablet. Now, as an e-reader, it works extremely well. So here I have a Mark Twain book, Tom Sawyer, and you can see that you get some of the graphic work here, and you can just swipe and go through section by section. Now, e-readers have a slight delay. Again, this is not like an iPad, but as you swipe, you can get the experience of what the actual refresh rate is. I'm going to continue to move forward. Oh, let me go into it. I close it. And here you can see the text. Very, very legible. So let's say if I jump to a specific chapter, right? And I can, again, use this just to read if that's what you're into. Now, one must-have accessory is the case. And I'm going to go ahead and open up this case. This is the case that we were provided. And what I like about this is that this is going to give you some protection. While this does come with the screen protector built in, you want to make sure that this tablet is protected. And this is definitely going to do it for you. So you can see how this works. You can actually put your pen or stylus here. I'll move this over to the side. It's magnetic, so it kind of goes right here. And by the way, the pen itself is magnetic as well. So it doesn't need the actual cover to hold it in place, but it's nice that it has it there to tuck it away. So notice how it hangs, right? It's not going to come off, but then this around it just gives it some extra security so it doesn't fall away in case it gets tapped. But this is what this cover would look like. So this is definitely a must-have option. Anytime you get something like this to protect the screen, and it makes it look like more like a standard folio. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.